When I first came out with my course, I didn't even have the course and exam available for just like a lash tech to take. When I first came out with it, the whole idea was for a lash academy or a trainer to license my course and
Yeah.
teach it to their students, because as I said before, in my experience, it's been much harder to open the mind of someone who's been doing it for a long time. The way to make huge change is to hit the students,
Yeah.
because then they never knew any different.
For
And
sure.
so they don't argue it, right?
Yeah.
But when COVID hit, people started asking me, well, how can I take this course?
Hmm.
And I'm like, well, that's a good question. I don't know.
Let me figure that
Yeah,
out.
let me figure it out, because up until now, I actually thought that I, I'm pretty sure I verbatim said this to somebody. No one's going to pay just to take the course. Nobody wants to think they're being dirty. Nobody thinks that they're not doing it right. So nobody's going to just take the course by itself. I almost verbatim said that to somebody pre-COVID.
Yeah.
But then as soon as COVID hit, people started asking about it. And I'm like, well, it's only available if you're an academy and you're teaching it to your students. And they're like, well, what if I want to take it and get your certification? And I was like, okay, let me figure that out.
I think it's great that people are coming to, because it means that they're kind of taking ownership and saying, okay, I recognize that I maybe wasn't doing everything I should have been doing, and I want to do things the right way. And that's the key, like wanting to do better. And it takes a lot for people to admit that they maybe weren't doing things the right way.
It
So
took
it's
a
awesome that
pandemic.
it says, yeah, force people to like really think and take that ownership, rather than being like, no, it's fine, this is how I was trained, like it's cool.
I've been teaching this, like I said, for over 4 years. But so I've been researching it for even longer than that.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of pushback, or I have been getting a lot of pushback. It took a global pandemic for people to realize, hey, maybe I should be doing things differently.
Yeah.
Like it took something huge. It took a global pandemic for people to be like, hey, maybe Emily's right and I should be wearing gloves.